Hi, it's Erica, and it's Entree Week on the Real Women of Philadelphia cooking contest. And this week I will be bringing you my recipe for spinach enchiladas in a green chili cilantro cream sauce. I certainly hope you enjoy them as much as I do. To begin, you need to start with about 2 cups chopped spinach cooked. This is actually frozen, and I just thawed it and drained it well, and that'll be going right in the pan. We also have a generous tablespoon of garlic. I really like garlic, so I'm pretty heavy-handed with it all the time. About a half a cup of chopped onion, 2 tablespoons of green chili, 1 serrano pepper, chopped pretty small. If you're not a fan of heat, then you'll want to remove the seeds and the membrane from the inside. I like heat, so I leave them in. And I also have about a quarter to a half cup of chopped mushrooms. In this case, I'm using baby portobellos because I like the meatier flavor they have when compared to the white button mushrooms. So we're going to toss all of this in a well-oiled pan on low heat and get that sauteing. The cooking process will do a lot to kind of knock some of the heat out of those peppers. That little all-over cheese that's going to go in here later. Okay, while you've got your filling mixture sauteing in the pan, it's a good time to heat up some oil and start frying our tortillas. For this recipe, we're going to use about 10 to 12 yellow corn, preferably tortillas. My local market didn't have yellow corn, so I'll be using white corn today, but it is important that you use corn. They impart a much better flavor to the enchilada, in my opinion. So our oil's nice and hot. You don't need to get it too smoking hot. You just want it just hot enough to fry. We'll turn that heat down. And just a quick fry. Put your tortilla in, a quick turn, and that's all there is to it. That'll soften up your tortilla enough that you'll be able to work with it without it being greasy. And we'll just go through one at a time very quickly like that until you've got all of them softened and ready to go. Okay, so our tortillas have been fried and they're ready to go. Our spinach and vegetable filling has been sauteed so the onions are just starting to turn translucent, so that's all set. Our next step is to finish off the rest of the filling ingredients. We'll combine the two. In the meantime, that will give the vegetables a chance to cool. So, to go over the rest of our filling will be 3 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, 1 egg, and a generous tablespoon of chili powder. So we'll start off by incorporating all of that together. We'll use the same spoon we sauteed our vegetables in. We'll get that going until that's incorporated fairly smoothly. By doing this first, it just helps to get the other ingredients in. We'll also be adding in a cup of breadcrumbs and about a cup of cheese. I'm using a combination of sharp cheddar and Monterey Jack with the hot pepper in it, the pepper jack cheese, because it's spicy. So once you get this all together, we're going to add our breadcrumbs and we'll add our cup of cheese. And we'll keep moving. So get some of these dishes out of the way. Alright, we'll get that going. It's a little bit dry right now, but this will loosen up quite nicely once we get the hot stuff in there. I end up with quite a bit of filling. I'm probably going to have a little bit extra, but I'll just put that in the refrigerator and make some more later on down the road. So we've got that going, and now we're going to dump in our vegetables. This is a nice meatless entree, and it's pretty healthy. It's not too fattening. Of course, the cream sauce really probably is the best way to go, but it's delicious nonetheless. So now we're going to just work that all in. We'll have ourselves a nice spinach and cheese filling. Put in our tortillas. And then once we have this all together, it's pretty much all together now, we're going to go ahead and start the sauce, because we need to put the sauce a little bit on the bottom of the pan to keep our enchiladas from sticking. The sauce is really easy. It's a cup of cream or evaporated milk, if you have that handy. And into that we're going to add the rest of the can of the green chilies. As you remember, I only put 2 tablespoons in there. I didn't drain them or anything. I'm going to put the whole kit and caboodle in so you can get all that nice green chili flavor. And then to that I have a nice generous handful of fresh cilantro. I keep my fresh herbs, whatever's extra, in my freezer and just cut off what I need as I go, because I hate throwing them out. And then you can use a blender, food processor. I use my little immersion blender because I think it's just the greatest thing for sliced bread. And then blend that all together. At this time I'm also going to add a little bit of salt. You can use any kind you want, about a teaspoon, just for flavor. Put that in there. And I'm also going to add a little bit of green salsa. Any brand will do, whatever is your favorite, whatever's on sale. But this will impart a nice fresh flavor because there's tomatillos in it. You can also use canned tomatillos or a fresh roasted one that you can roast yourself to impart that same flavor. Go ahead, blend that all together in our handy dandy immersion blender. And that's all there is to it for the sauce. So we're going to take a little bit of the sauce to start with. Open it right over our pan here. And just put enough in just to coat the bottom. And that will keep the tortillas from sticking and burning while they cook. And we'll just swirl that around. It smells really good. And next we want to fill our tortillas. So we have our filling. We've got our softened tortillas. And you just want to grab a nice spoonful of the filling mix, lay it across the center of the tortilla. Then you roll them up. And you can put as much filling in as you like, depending on how many you want, enchiladas you want. Obviously, the more you fill them, the fewer you'll have. And you just place them in the pan. And you want to continue until all your filling's used up, or you run out of space, whichever comes first. Okay, so we've got all of our enchiladas rolled up, placed in the pan, nice and tightly. We're going to take the rest of our sauce, our cream sauce. We're going to pour that right over the top. You want to try to get as much coverage as you can to keep those tortillas from drying out while they bake. So just a little all over. And this sauce will thicken as it cooks, as some of the liquid will evaporate out. And then we're going to top that off with a little bit more shredded cheese. I got about a cup each again of the sharp cheddar and pepper jack mixture. Sprinkle that right over the top. So nice and evenly. And then we're going to pop this baby in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. So come on back and we'll be ready. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. The timer's gone off. Our enchiladas are done. Pull them out of the oven. Good. They smell really good. Alright, there we have it. Nice baked spinach enchiladas. We'll try to get some served up on a plate. These go great with rice and beans. I have today's just a small tossed salad. You can also serve these with a dollop of sour cream or guacamole. Will also go very well. Doesn't look so. Okay, and there you have it. Spinach enchiladas in a green chili cilantro cream sauce with Philadelphia cream cheese. I hope you enjoy. Until next week, bye.